video notes for our French dance workshop series. This is the video for 3-count bourrée from Auvergne. So we just showed you a demo of what that kind of bourrée looks like. And to arrive at this completely improvised bourrée for 2 people, we can say there are 2 major rules. If Cynthia wants to come over and help me show them. The first rule is we have a central point that is here, that we're always going to be technically in central symmetry around. Basically, it's as if we had an elastic around us, and whenever we move, we have this point in between, and we have equal distances from that point. And so this means that if I move out, Cynthia moves out. If I move in, Cynthia moves in. If I move to this direction, that's what happens. And the second rule is that we keep our shoulders in the same orientation axis. So if I'm in this orientation, Cynthia's staying in this orientation. If I come to here, she'll come to here. If I come to here, she'll come to here. And this happens also when we're moving about. The natural consequence of this is that if we're at this position, we can't see each other. And so that's a really good place to stop one movement and start another movement. And so from here we're going to move into a position where we can see each other. And we're going to hang out here for a while and then come naturally to a position where we are shoulder to shoulder again and can't see each other. So with right shoulder to right shoulder, move about a bit, come to here and stop, and with left shoulder to left shoulder. Again, symmetry around this point. The second consequence is for us to do this as an improvisation without actually beforehand knowing what's going to happen. We have to look at each other, not in the eyes, because A, that's kind of weird, and B, it doesn't help, but actually looking at our body and seeing where the other person's body is, so that you can react both to the energy that they're giving and to the position their body is in space. So, having seen the geography of the dance, now let's look at what we do with our feet. So, bourrée is basically going to be very fast walking, kind of. And so it's going to go something like step, step. Here I'm walking normally. I'm just being faster. Step, 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 step. So just some comments about that step. One aspect is that what apparently is happening with the upper body is that the shoulders are staying flat and stable the whole way round. This isn't exactly the case, but near enough. And what's happening with the lower body is that we're not up on the tip of our toes. We're really down on our whole feet, the whole flat of the foot. And each step, when we're stepping, we're not going 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. We're bringing each foot in front of the other. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So actually, if you're looking at someone dancing without music, if you counted 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, it would look very similar to counting 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. What I do that helps me a lot, especially when I'm working on the step, is doing flat, ball, flat, 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 flat. And so using this step, we can do several, they're not necessarily basics, but they're the kind of purest forms of geography that we could do. So one of them, we start shoulder to shoulder, and we're going to do an arc of a circle to replace each other. So it's going to look, just stepping, walking, going to look like this, and dancing, going to look. So we could do as many of those as we wanted. Other forms of movement we can do starting, going backwards. And at some point when we've had enough of going backwards, or if the music tells us, we cross over and finish with the same half circle that we did before. And notice here we end up in this kind of orientation. We're never actually thinking of our position in the room, only ever of our position relative to each other. And then the third way we do this is the same thing. We start off going backwards, and we go steady shoulder to shoulder. And at some point we say, okay, that's enough of this, and change around like this. And this gesture of rotating like this is going to cause us to come, again, left shoulder to left shoulder, stop that movement, and be ready to start another. And so fourth movement that we can do is a rotational set, which looks something like this. And you'll notice that when Cynthia turning, and we have our rotation happening together in symmetry. And so we are front to front, and then back to back, and back front to front, and back to back. And so putting some of these together, for instance, just that first one and that last one, we can construct a bourrée, and this is the one that looks most like what people actually dance.